Are you one of those people that when you see the word obsession, something comes right to mind? Because I know that you know that I know that you know what you're obsessed about. Or do you have this fanatic energy about having it, getting it, smoking it, drinking it, eating it, doing it, collecting it, saving it? Does that sound like you or somebody you know? Well, guess what? Today, we're going to uncover the reason why. Did you think it was because your toys were taken away when you were a baby? That's what they tell us. That's why we hoard things. What if it was two energies called fanatic and obsession? Stay tuned today, and John and I are going to help you uncover, explain these two energies, and we're looking for volunteers. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Loge, and I'm here the first Saturday of every month. We are on episode 272, and today, what's your obsession, or what are you fanatic about? I'm in beautiful Victoria, BC, on the west coast of Canada, and I'm here every first Saturday with my friend John. John, good morning.
Good morning. My name is John Inverarity, certified emotion code, body code, belief code practitioner, and new resident of Kelowna, British Columbia. Yeah. Still on the west coast of Canada, but this is actually my second show up in Kelowna. And yeah, this is a good one that we're doing today. And hey, if you're watching live, say hello. Let us know where you're watching from.
Yeah, we'll check in with you in a couple of minutes here. Well, John, we're pretty excited. Episode 272. And, most times we're working with Dr. Bradley's emotion code chart. And you and I use another chart, and it's called the trauma chart. The word trauma sounds kind of severe to some people. We're just going to call it chart B and maybe not be scared about the word trauma because, and when I say that trauma, people get, it's a word of trauma. It's like, well, let's just call it chart B. And also, Today we're going to talk about the energy of obsession and fanatic. And the reason why is because I'm in that energy a lot. I helped 125 people delete sugar. That means eating it, buying it, tasting it, sugar made with it, on it, beside it. I'm on day 400 and something, 402. I'm on day 402 of zero sugar. And the two culprit energies were fanatic and obsession. The trauma energy of obsession means, I got to have it. I got to buy it. I got to go get for it. I got to get some at the store. I got to order it. I got to call it in. All that obsessive energy to get it. And then the energy of fanatic is, I'm going to finish it. I'm going to eat it till it's gone. I'm going to drink it till it's done, whatever it is. And those two energies look like this, kind of pretending paste. They are two balls of energy that are just, imagine them just moving all the time. And this energy of fanaticism, this energy of obsession, having and getting another one and getting another one and eating another one. So with 125 people, I helped them get, most of them got to zero sugar. Some of them are down like 95%. They're okay with that. But the number of times these came up in different formats, sometimes they were from mom or dad, or sometimes they were observed, sometimes they were prenatal. These two emotions in multiple forms are the reason why you have that obsession and fanatic energy. So, John, tell our friends what we're looking for to help somebody today. We're here to help two people today. John, who can we help?
Yeah, just be watching live and give us a little bit of context in the chat right now. And just let us know a little bit more about what's going on, what to specifically address for you. So, we've got a little custom session for you here today. And maybe a severity as well. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most severe, according to you. So that's it. Really super simple. just a little bit more context, severity, and be watching live.
Yeah, maybe you're one of those people that are saving those, plastic containers and you can't throw them out and you open your cupboard. Well, you know what? That's an obsessive energy. Or maybe you're the person that has to be collecting stuff like spoons or stamps or little action doll figures like my trainer that had thousands of them. # not anymore. This same energy kept you want more and want more and want more. Are you a hoarder? My hunch is everybody can think of something that they don't want to throw out for many different reasons. So we want to hear from you today.
Maybe there's 6 packages coming in 3 to 5 days by Amazon. Is that you?
Yeah, maybe it's the Amazon, all that energy. John, let's say hello to some of our friends watching us today, please.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hello, Elaine Goldman. She says, hi, Michael and John.
Now, Elaine has an update probably from 2018. Is that right? Elaine, let us know what your update is. I want to say 2018. She was one of our very first 200 and hundreds of, but she's got a fun update. And NPS is in the house.
Hey, Natasha, Paula, Samuel. She's here, says hello. Says
And
always good to see you guys.
yes, and Veronica Volk is watching through YouTube. So hello to you, Veronica.
Hey,
And
Veronica.
Yash is
Yeah.
from California. Hello, Yash.
Hey,
And
Ash.
yeah, Natasha's saying it's always good to see you. I know
Yeah.
it seems like longer than a month since we've been here. Olga is calling
Hey.
in from Texas, and so thank you, Olga. Nice to
Hey,
have
Olga.
you again.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got clutter, lots of paper everywhere, notes, plastic bags. Oh, that sounds like a little bit of energy there. Stay
Yeah.
tuned, Veronica. We're going to welcome some more friends
Yeah.
back to you. Sandra Oza is in the house. God, it seems like we haven't seen these people for a while, and we haven't
I
been here for a
know.
while. Hello, everyone listening in today. To help a family member who is a hoarder and loves shopping on Amazon. Oh, there's Wayfair too. I forgot about that one.
We have
You
a
know, I
few
know the
Wayfair things in
energy.
this house.
Do you know the shoe store called Brown's Shoe Store in Vancouver?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the best shoe store in the world. I've never been, but I get their emails. So I'm not a shoe collector, and I don't wear dress shoes anymore. But I start getting into colorful runners. You know, just I thought, you know what, I'm not very exciting with color, so I'm going to get colorful runners. Well, I get their email, and I caught myself buying the shoes because they offered. Just because there was a sale, I was buying them. So I literally was laying in bed on my phone about to buy another pair of shoes that I heard I'm not going to wear again. And I'm in bed and I identified the two Emotions Plus and I deleted and I haven't bought a pair since.
Mm.
I'll buy one when I need them, but it's that obsessive energy. Ooh, I got to have that. So
Right. Yeah.
good. Let's
I
see.
got it. Yeah.
Oh, Sandra's saying, yeah, so if you're a Canadian, if you go to Browns, I think it's browns.ca or browns.com, it is the best. Not only that, they have the best bags ever. Don't get me started. They got the best bag. And I mean like shopping bags. So,
Yeah. Oh, here's Elaine.
yeah.
An update.
Tell us what Elaine's saying there.
So July 29th, it's been 7 years since I had any cola products. Wow, 7 years.
What a great memory you have. Well, I guess,
Yeah.
it's like me counting down my sugar. I'm just going to Facebook or LinkedIn, John, to see if there's anybody showing it.
Oh, right. Yeah, we should be.
Yeah, Lynn Halen is listening in from Illinois. So we're also live on LinkedIn. We don't have the feed there, but I'll keep an eye on there if you're listening in.
Right. Hey, Lynn. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, July 29th, 7 years since any cola product. So
Congratulations, Elaine. Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah, imagine the sugar savings. Not the dollar savings, but just that volume of that. I gave up all of that stuff years ago. Now I'm just I'm making tea and then drinking it cold, and there's no sugar in it. And if I eat something that has sugar, it feels off. If I dip my food or something, so I'm completely off sugar. And my sugar results at the doctor, I was high on the chart. Now everything's normalized again, so I'm pretty excited. Hey, if you're one of those people that want to get off sugar forever or bread, I have two programs. You can visit, maybe Elaine, you could put this in the chat for us. It's michaellozier.com/eliminate. And I have two programs, ones that get rid of sugar, and I mean white sugar. I don't mean honey and oranges. I mean the bad white sugar. Anything that's made with it, on it, in it, beside it, or anything to do with white sugar, you'll not want that. And the other one is wheat. And I'm specific about people are saying, is it carbs? Well, some carbs are good. So these are bread carbs, like white wheat, bread, pasta, and yes, pizza dough. I'll get you not wanting any of those all again. And you could choose other crusts, but you'll probably just completely get off all of those pasta dishes. And pizza.
Right, yeah, processed stuff.
So, John, people might be watching for the first time. Maybe they typed in the word obsession because they might know that they are, or this word fanatic might be new to people. But so today, tell our friends what we're going to be searching for. And I want to do my little show and tell when we do that. First, we want to let them know that we are going to what?
Act as a proxy on your behalf. So that means that we connect up to you. And we, as the practitioner, we do the work. So we're muscle testing. So you can just sit back, relax, sit in your home or your car, or wherever you are, and we do all the legwork.
Okay, so here's the, I guess I have it behind me as well. So we're going to use muscle testing, John, and the muscle testing is a way, it's like a computer program that says, show me a yes, show me a no. So we use muscle testing to say, is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. And it's a lot of work, but we're pretty fast, and we have some, we've been doing it, so we know how to find the answer pretty fast. John, show our friends how you do muscle testing and what that means.
Right, yeah, so I just loop pinky thumb on my left hand, and then with my right, I've got these two fingers there. I go through the loop, and then I just spread apart the loop. So I'll just use my name. So my name is John, that's a true statement, and the loop will stick together. And if I say, my name is Doug, the loop will break apart. That's a false statement. So then when we're working on you for, health related questions, or, we want to know, what the core, the root cause of something is, is there a trapped emotion that's contributing to this? Yes or no.
It's like a board game, right? If the answer is yes, then we go to this. And then the next question could be,
Yeah, is it in column A? Is it column B? So then we narrow it down, odd row, even row. So there's the emotion code chart, there's 60. And then, just by doing that, we can get down to a box of 5 and then single it out from there. And then we do have multiple charts like Michael was showing earlier, chart B. So we could be like, we can ask, is it on chart B? Find it from there. And then when we find it, then we want to clear it. So the whole process surfaces it, brings it to, the surface, brings it to our attention, and the magnet over the governing meridian, couple swipes, this is my magnet over the governing meridian, just like that, amplifies our intention to release it and clear it out. So that little stuck ball of energy that was rattling around in there, that's being released through your body, through your energy system. It usually happens pretty quick, like the intention's for it to be gone, like right now when we're doing it. But it can take, a day or two, or, some time even. Depends on like the behavior as well. It can take some time, like a week or two or something like that, to see a change. When we're working with pain, it's usually pretty quick. It's, you get from like a 9 out of 10 down to like a 4. We've done that in a few series with this obsession, fanatic type thing. It might take some time to integrate.
Yeah. Our goal is always 0. And sometimes on this show, we get it to 0. If you're a client, we have more time that we work with you. In the second meeting, we top things up and everything. So we like to know what the severity is so we can measure our results. So we know if we're doing a good job or if we need to dig deeper and find more emotion. So, and what happens then? What happens after so this is not you or I or John, but it's all of us. And this is our vibration. And our vibration, we're always emitting this vibe. You cannot not emit a vibe. And this is where law of attraction comes in. As I'm emitting or sending any vibe, law of attraction, which is his energy around me, is responding to that vibe and giving me giving me more of the same vibe. So today, John and I are going to be able to go in someone's vibe, delete the two, or I'm not saying they might not be those two, but if the emotions causing this challenge that we're talking about today, and then they send a new vibe. And when you send a new vibe, guess what? You get different results. Matter of fact, the only way to get a new vibe, the only way to get new results is to send a new vibe. Because law of attraction is always matching. So that's today's goal, is to work with somebody, change their vibe. They're going to send a new vibe and then stop attracting that obsessive energy about something. So John, I want to go back up to the chat here, and we're going to click on the first person that volunteered. I'm going through the list again. Oh, there we go, Veronica. Veronica, let me know that you're still watching. So John, we talked about earlier, we were showing people they got to have the magnet, we've got to have the chart, but we also have to have people's permission. And that just allows us to connect. It's like connecting to their Wi-Fi. It's like their password. So I'm just reconnecting with Veronica that she's still with us.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can work with Elaine. She's at the bottom there.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm going to work
help Elaine with.
There's a few key elements, being an emotion code practitioner, tapping into other people's energy. We need to protect ourselves and so on. And one of the things that helps us connect and really get some solid muscle testing. For those of you that are muscle testing, you're learning how to do it, and your fingers are slipping, you're not getting an answer, get more water. It's always It's always the culprit when people say, "Oh, I'm not satisfied." More hydration. So hydrated practitioner. I'm going to do that right now. Just making sure I have more water. And I'm going to show you Paulette, or Natasha rather, put in the chart there, michaelloche.com/muscle testing. Here's my method. I'm going to have my finger. My attempt is to slide it out. When this is, I call it the drawbridge. This locks in. That's a yes. Let it go. It's a no. Am I Michael? Am I John? Am I Michael? Am I John? So right now I'm going to start the process to connect with Veronica. I don't even know where she's at. I don't even see her picture, but I know she's on YouTube. I don't know that for sure. So I'm going to wait to hear back from her before I get started. John, why don't you work? Oh, there. We're going to bring up Elaine, and then maybe Veronica will get back. If there's another person, I just have to make sure they're present. So
right.
Get some feedback.
Got it. Elaine's here. Severity 9, issues with clutter, need to release clothing I no longer wear, and paperwork. Okay, so we'll see what we can find today. So let's connect up, Elaine. Tune in, connect up, proxy. So I do have a good connection with Elaine, and I connect to the proxy. Good. Maybe a little bit more water.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to keep my hands up here. So we're looking at this this concern here, Elaine, issues with clutter, clothing, paperwork, severity 9. Is it a 10? No. So I'm getting a 9. Yeah, we agree with that. Okay, so there is, let's see here, is there a trapped emotion that is associated with this? You know, collecting, difficult releasing of the tidying up, paperwork, clothing. Yeah, okay, so there is, the way odd? 2, so it's A2. So I'm in the emotion code chart. First emotion is disgust. Okay, do we need to know more? No. Okay, it's clear. Disgust. Cleared. Good. Okay, so is there, well, let's see here. So we were talking about that other chart, obsession. Is there an obsession or fanatic? I got no. We'll check again on that though. But is there a trapped emotion? Another trapped emotion? Yeah. Okay, column A, or is it B odd? So is it B6? So B6. Shock. Okay. Let's release shock. It's released. Yeah. Is there another trapped emotion? No. So still a good connection here, Elaine. Yeah. Is there anything absorbed or inherited or prenatal or shared? No. Okay. What's the severity of this? This want, this need to hold on to, paperwork, clothing, the severity, a 6. So we got a little bit more work to do here. Okay, chart B. We're getting into chart B here. Okay, so is it column A, column B? Yeah, odd. Be odd, be even. 2, 4, 6. So is it third, second one? Let's test through the list here. It's coming up as embarrassment. Okay. It's clear embarrassment. Cleared. That's cleared. Okay, good. Something else on the trauma chart? Yeah. Okay. A, B, C. Column A. 2, A2. Oh, where's A2 here? Okay, is it? It's coming up. Yes or no? Castration.
Yeah.
Some for interpretation. What
abrupt,
do you say? Tell people with that.
It's the abrupt end of something.
Okay.
Remember the time I sliced my finger on the mandolin?
Yeah.
That's the emotion I had, the trauma of castration. So it's interpretable.
Yeah, the abrupt end to the skin on your finger. Okay, good. Elaine, severity. 3 out of 10. Okay, let's keep going here. Hang in there, Elaine. Is there something else on the trauma chart? Yeah. Okay, let's ask. Is there obsession? No. How about fanatic? Okay, I got it. Yes to fanatic. So you can directly ask, or you can check the chart. So we're going to clear that fanatic. Okay, is that cleared? Yeah, anything else on this chart B?
I always feel like I made it when those emotions come up, right? And it takes a while, as you're seeing today. And then when it finally comes up, it's like, I've been waiting for you.
Yeah. So, I asked first, is there fanatic obsession? No. And then it's kind of like peeling the layers of an onion. Like you have to get off those, top 3 or 4 to get to it. So sometimes it's best just to be patient with the process and trust it. So Elaine, severity of this, this need to hold on to things, this resistance to letting go. I like that, resistance to letting go of things, tidying up, the severity. Is it a 0? No, 1 out of 10. Okay, trapped emotion. There's another trapped emotion. Column A, column B. Be odd. No. B4, 6, so B4. It's frustration. Okay, let's clear that frustration, Elaine. Cleared. Good. Severity 1 or higher. 0. Is there more? I got that's it here, Elaine. So we'll leave it there. It's a nice little clearing, little demo. Let us know how it goes. It might take some time, a few days, a few weeks, but we're back on the first Saturday.
As you're sending the new vibe, as you're sending the new vibe void of those emotions, you see the change over time, a day, same day, next day, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear back from Veronica, so I'm going to pass on Veronica. Doug Collins is saying hello, so let's say good morning to Doug. And Elaine, first you didn't need any storage for the Pepsi products, so you had some empty space. Now you're going to really have some space to throw stuff out. Oh, good. Now, I was seeing earlier, Sandra said she had a family member. I'd have to connect with them and get their permission to do that. So if there's anybody else watching and think, oh, I'd love to get rid of this habit of collecting or having or doing that, give me a quick shout. We're here for another 6 or 7 minutes, and it'll only take me a minute. Is it you that wants to volunteer? Let me know in the chat.
If you have 5 or more things on the way from Amazon, put your hand up.
There's Lori Haley saying hello.
Hey, Laurie.
Yeah, if you are wanting to delete and eliminate sugar from your life, or you wanted to delete any bread items made from white wheat, go to michaelrozier.com. Eliminate will fix you up there. Olga is saying, I have the same issue, paper and clothing hoarding, same reasons. Okay, I'm going to do one of those because they might have different emotions. The emotions around clothing might be different than paper. So I'm going to do clothing, and then we'll do that. So Jeannie's saying, I would love to get rid of collecting bags from shopping stores.
I've got bags inside of bags.
I know.
They don't.
I remember 10 years ago when I went to Malaysia. I think 12 years ago I was going to Malaysia a lot, and Malaysia is like ahead of so many things in the world. And they were the first time I ever saw. They're not cloth bags, but they're made out of a fabric. That kind of cheap fabric. But so the first time I saw non-paper bags was in Malaysia, and I was obsessed. So it would make my plans that driving me around Malaysia, sponsor the tour, we'd have to go to all the Tesco. These are all the stores. And I'd go in to buy bags. He thought that was so weird. I would go to the cashier and I said, I'd like to buy a couple of bags. And they were just using them for bags. So I know that. I'm going to help Olga. John, you can. So just to demonstrate our skill set, you can help Jeannie without checking with her. Without, we've got her permission. If you want to work with Jeannie, I'll work with Olga. And we'll help 3 people here today.
Sure. Jeannie. Jeanne. Jean?
Jeannie Bundy. She's right here. I'm going to show her on the screen.
Yeah.
She's my friend. She's an artist. Jeannie Bundy.
Oh, okay. Jeannie.
Yeah. And I'm going to work with our friend Olga, who's been here for a while. with us. So here's my start. I'm just connecting right now to Olga. Am I Michael Loche? No. Am I John? No. Am I Olga? Scanning, connecting. There we go. Am I Michael Loche? Am I Olga? You know, I was telling Michael about, where's her original note here? You know, I'm going to just resurface the problem. Remember, I'm her proxy, so it's going to sound like she's saying it. You know, I was telling Michael about, boy, I'm clothing hoarding. I'm collecting lots of clothing. What is the severity of that? Is it over 1? Is it over 9? Is it over 10? Under 10, 10? We kind of knew that, or you wouldn't be here, right? So 10 out of 10. So 10 out of 10 is the severity of this hoarding, collecting, and saving, and not getting rid of any clothing. Yes. Is this 100% emotion related? It is. Does this have anything to do with having my clothes taken away when I was a little kid or not getting toys for Christmas? No. Is it 100% emotion related? Not to discount what people think the reason is, but the real reason are these little buggers right here. So I want to go back to first, in the last year, and I do this because the subconscious mind knows everything. In the last year, how many times did I give attention to wanting to throw out or get rid of this clothing and didn't do anything about it? Did I have that more than once? More than 10 times? More than 20, 30, 40, 50, 60? No, 50. 1, 2, 3. 53, not 52 and not 54. Your subconscious mind has a file folder on everything, and 52 file folders. You were about to throw stuff out. So that's it. I'm going to throw stuff out, and I never did it. So let's go back to those 52 times that I said I wanted to do something, and what trapped emotion is stored in that file folder called I'm not going to throw it out, and I said I wanted to. How many trapped emotions always ever caused me not to step up and move forward and get stuff thrown out and do it with ease and grace and just get it done? Is it over 1? Yes. Is it over 2? Yes. Is it over 3? No. Is it under 3? No. Now, I use 2 charts like John. And how many are on the emotion code chart? Under 3? Yes. Under 2? Yes. Under 1? No. Over 1? No. 1. So one of them is on this chart. Is that true? Yes. And the other 2 are on the trauma chart. What's on the blue chart? Remember, I'm looking for the reasons that stop me from, pulling it and plucking it and throwing it out and doing it, all that stuff. What's on the blue chart? Is it column B? No. Is it column A? Is it row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is it word 1? John, what's A52, please? The emotion of dread. Oh, I'm dreading this project. I'm dreading sorting it. I'm dreading throwing it out. I'm dreading giving it away. I'm dreading releasing this baseball-sized emotion of dread that popped up 52 times. No wonder you never got it done. Now, the other 2 emotions are on the trauma chart, yes. And are they in column C, B, A? Is it row 1, 2, 3? 1, 2, 3. Is it row 4? Is it 5, 6, 5, 4? Is it A4, 1? Yes. So these are the culprits for today. I'm releasing this trauma of obsession. And is it my own trauma? Yes. I'm releasing this trauma of obsession, meaning I'm obsessed with keeping it and saving it and storing it, releasing this trauma of obsession that swirls and swirls and never gets me to throw it out, releasing this trauma of obsession. And the next trauma is called, remember they're just feelings, even though it has the word trauma in front of it, is fanatic. Releasing this trauma of fanatic. I'm going to check my work. I want to go back to the last 52 times in the last year that I said I was going to throw stuff out and sort it and recycle it and donate it. That whole project came to my mind 52 times. And out of those 52 times I didn't do anything. And what are all the trapped emotions that ever always came up at that event that I still have? Under 5, 4, 3, 2, under 2, yes. Under 1, yes, 0. Now, I'm going to test your beliefs about this. So would it be okay for me today to plot and plan a strategy and get things prepared? Maybe a donate box and maybe throw out bags or whatever it might be. I don't have to do it today. I just wanted to get the energy in motion. Maybe go to my calendar and maybe get things in place and maybe in my head what I'm going to do with stuff. Would it be okay for me to engage in that idea today? Is that okay? Is it safe? Is it okay? Yes. Is it safe? Yes. Am I worthy? Yes. Do I believe it? Yes. Was this okay before today? Absolutely not. Was it safe before today? Was I worthy? I was worthy, but did I believe I could ever do it now? But now it's okay and it's safe and I'm worthy and I believe it. And there's always one little gifty one that we like to throw in there. And I'm releasing this creative insecurity. Why? Because I am stepping up and I'm creating and developing a new me. It looks like I look at something and I keep it and save it and recycle it. And I can go through and say, I'm going to get rid of this and get rid of this and recycle this. I'm releasing this creative insecurity that arises every time I want to create and develop something. It is now deleted. So, am I done? Yes. Okay, I'm just going to disconnect from all that. Okay, I'm reconnected to me.
Oh, nice. Well done.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's important to remind everybody, and we used to do it in the early shows, to remind everybody, the subconscious mind knows everything. Everything is stored, everything you taste it and So John and I have the ability, and this is helpful, John, when somebody wants to work with the series, like a personal subject that's intimate to talk about or whatever, they can tell us, is that showing up? Yeah, there's an old event that whether it was an abusive event or you got fired or divorced or you lost your, whatever it was, you don't even got to talk about it. And clients don't say it, but here's what I hear. Can you go back to that file folder called When I Got Fired from My Second Job? And can you pull out all the emotions that are still unprocessed from that event that caused me to think about it and think about it and think about it, or caused me to shape my world because these emotions were part of that job? They don't really say that, do they, John? No. But we know that we can back up an event. I've done 3 events for a person before. Event 1, 2, and 3. That's what they called them.
Yep.
Event 1, 2, and 3. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. This week I worked with a business client. They have 7 offers that they send out, contracts, or they met the person. They said 7 offers and they haven't heard back. So my client wrote on the pad of paper 1 to 7. And they put their names down for each one. And I went through the process not knowing who the person was, because when I'm connected to them, it's not Michael Loge. So when I said, I'd like to go to person number 1, Michael Loge doesn't know who person 1 is, but the person I'm proxying for, I didn't make that word up. No, so he's looking at his list, and person number 1 was whatever, and I identified heart walls with that person, and they had their negative emotion. And the next person. And when I was done, it took about maybe 15 minutes. When I was done, he said and they were all different emotions. He said every emotion that came out matched that experience with the person.
Oh, wow.
And guess what? Now he's got a brand new vibe that he's sending about these 7 possible sales with that energy. So I'm excited to hear about.
Yeah.
Because remember earlier, John, I said when the vibration changes, the results change. Okay, real quickly here, Olga is thanking us and me. Thank you. Esmin is from Malaysia. Hey, Esmin, welcome. Did you work with Jeannie?
I did, yeah.
What did you tell me about that?
There's a handful of emotions. Yeah, 4 or 5. I forget what they are now. Maybe some frustration. There was rejection, a couple others.
Yeah.
But that was 10 minutes ago, so I don't remember what the emotions were.
I don't do that either. Hey, Jeannie, tell me, sometimes it's hard to engage the idea. That's what I did earlier. What is the thought of me starting to have this idea that I want to do that, throw stuff out and get boxes? Because sometimes even that idea gets pushed aside. So, Jeannie, tell us about the idea today of you taking the biggest bag possible, maybe one of your favorite ones, and then taking another bag and then splitting everything into 2. Bags that I like and I'm going to keep for another day or 2 until I decide, and ones that I don't know. Just the idea of purging bags today. Tell me if you have any negative charge about that as you're thinking about that idea.
Yeah. I like Lynn's comment here. We should set some people up here. She says, I'm kind of reversed. They need to get rid of stuff and organize and reorganize. I'm not sure that's bad. I think because of that, I'm always helping others get rid of their stuff. So yeah, so Lynn and Olga and Elaine should get together. There's a business opportunity there, Lynn.
Yes. Yeah.
Jeannie, no negative charge. Okay, that's good. Those emotions, they just trigger that.
Bye bags.
Yeah.
John, some of our friends, some people volunteer because they're friends and they're used to us. Other people might be discovering us or finding us, and they are thinking, boy, I would love to have, and by the way, if you're hiring us for one subject, you're going to have to bring more, because as you saw, we would work another couple of minutes in person because we'd ask you more questions. But John, tell our friends that would like to work with us one-on-one, tell us about what that process is, please.
Yeah, it's super easy. So we both have online scheduling, michaellozier.com, and I'm at aliveinpeer.com. And so we have scheduling online. You go in, you can see our calendar, pick a time, day that works for you, get a confirmation email. We can send you a Zoom link so we can have, our one-on-one session over Zoom. If you don't like the video, we can do a phone call as well, or if the schedules don't really line up, then we could just do a remote, offline session. You just email us, a list of concern, and then we work on you, and you can go about your day. And so that's popular for busy people or different time zones, or even kids. So if you got like mental health challenges, physical aches, pains, these patterns of what we worked on today, business blocks, relationship blocks, we're here to help.
Yeah. Another word that we like to use, John, and maybe more in one-on-one, is triggers. I'm triggered by this. I'm triggered by that. Well, this is the trigger. Yeah. When, old school people say, you're pushing my buttons. Well, they're not buttons at all. They're balls, okay? And that button is an old unprocessed emotion that pops up and pops up and pops up. We'd love to have you come back, everybody, next week. If you want to get on the mailing list, we only send you 2 emails the Friday before to say, hey, we're going live tomorrow. And about 40 minutes this morning, you would have gotten one. You can go to michaellozier.com/live. You can check out all previous episodes. You can learn more about John and I and connect us through there. John, I'm pretty pleased. We over-delivered today. We helped a number of people, and we'll have some great success stories for the future.
Yeah, this was a great episode, great topic.
Great. Okay, Thank you for hanging out, and you know how to get a hold of us when it's time for you to get some help from the bros. We'll see you later.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time.